MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Texas Rangers and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 New York Mets.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Harold, what's the key for them against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound, so to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on, I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
Noah Syndergaard gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. HR, what's the word on him?
Matt, he's coming off an amazing performance. He struck out a ton of guys. This stuff is working right now for him. Everything for strikes. The hitters look like they're lost. Hopefully we'll see another performance like that in this game. Well, let's take a look at the Mets defense, brought to you by Majestic. And in the outfield, Yoenis Cespedes. This guy's got maybe the best arm in all of baseball. It seems like every time there's a big moment or a big play, he comes up gunning, and he's gunning guys at the plate. He is so fun to watch throw.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Protected. Shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
And we are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now.
Wow. Only the second pitch of the game tonight, and that's called a ball. This looks like it could be very good for the hitters tonight.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. To 2-2 now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Here it comes now to Andrus. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Darno gathers it, and he makes the throw to first. Andrus is retired, and there's one away.
Center fielder number 14, Carlos Gomez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Now, Summersgill's tough to figure out. He may get some complaints. You don't know what side of the bed he woke up on, and that's like his strike zone. They'll call one side of the plate and not the other. When you figure out what side he's calling, that's where you make your living.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the windup and the pitch. Shot fouled over towards the dugout. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. That's a swinging curveball that's down. A superstar player like him not catching up to it, you got to pump your chest right there and feel good about your pitch.
Working on striking out the side in the first. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Drilled to first. Duda's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. What's the key for them tonight, Harold?
Well, the key here, Matt, is clearly execute. They got to catch the ball, and if you get an opportunity to hit and run, you got to do that on the offensive side. This is the type of team that has to generate and make their own things happen in order to force mistakes on the other team.
Yu Darvish is on the mound here on the road for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ball game. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
Let's take a look at the defense for the Rangers, brought to you by Majestic. I'm looking down there at Elvis Andrus. This guy plays on winning teams, and there's no coincidence. He catches the baseball, and his team wins. You have to catch the routine ball in order to give your team a chance, and he's one of the best at doing that.
Stepping up to the plate, Ahmad Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Rosario.
And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Grounded to third. Right there is Beltre. A quick out number 1.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Here's Neil Walker. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Comes set, and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there, but it means more than just a nice base hit. The leadoff guy didn't get going, but now here comes the Thunder with a man on base. This is when big innings happen.
Into the box, Michael Conforto, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Man at first for him following the one-out single. A little bouncer. That winds up foul.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. One out and a runner on second base. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Lazaro looks up. And it's gone. So it's a two-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Well, there she goes. The first home run of the World Series. I was kind of waiting to see when this might happen. You knew we had great offenses, but we're off to a grand start. First game, we got one homer at least.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch, and this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
Ready with the 0-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw gets him, two down.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. 5 for 10. He also has one home run. And that's dead center for strike one. Here's a high pop-up. Calling for it, Loney. And that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 New York. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. They'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 4-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Batting fifth,
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now.
Shin-Soo Choo.
First pitch on its way. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. Oh, And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Hey, this catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
The 0-1 delivery. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Now the 0-2 pitch. Now this is swung on and missed by Chu as he's dispatched for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Nope. Lays off 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Here's the 1-1 now to Beltre. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. And with two away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. Ready now, James Loney. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with two away. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. One left for Texas. They trail things here 2-0. Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Right fielder, Jay Bruce.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce.
Ball two.
That missed. Close. It's ball two.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Here he comes on 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
He's pitching him with the respect of the power-hitting left-hander that he is. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me the opposite direction. I like the strategy.
Ready with the 3-0. And he takes ball four. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here's Lucas Duda now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I like that pitch right there. A nice adjustment. After a 4-pitch walk, he comes right back and throws a strike. That tells me this guy can be aggressive when he needs to.
As a look, now the pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. Andrus. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays return right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Darvish pauses. 1-0 on its way. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Odor is there. Throw on to the first baseman, Loney, and the side is retired. Mets go down quickly. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Digging in now, Robinson Chirinos. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Chirinos.
Into the windup and the pitch. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Now here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Conforto on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting number 1, shortstop Elvis Andrus.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Elvis Andrus. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Rangers set down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Striding in, Noah Syndergaard. He'll
Leading
get
up
us
for the
going
Mets.
in the home half of inning
Enter.
number 3.
Noah Syndergaard.
He's set, and the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Here comes the 0-1. And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And he struck him out.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL
The batter,
ballparks
number
because
1,
all of a sudden they're
shortstop,
only facing
Ahmad
8 legitimate hitters in the
Rosario.
lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Into the box now, Ahmad Rosario, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
I love the pitch sequence. He shows him a pitch in the zone, then he throws him a slider out of the zone. He's owning him right now.
Here's Darvish on 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he
Now
wants to
batting,
do is get on base
second
and take
baseman,
advantage of the strength of his
Neil
game, which is
Walker.
his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Neil Walker. Softly hit here to the left side. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Mets. But they're on top 2-0. Ready for another chance?
Leading
Carlos
off for the
Gomez
Rangers.
comes into
Center
this
fielder
at-bat
number
0 for 1
14.
in the ball game.
Carlos Gomez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
That's a nice take right there. You don't get too excited about somebody taking a pitch, but a changeup right there in that situation with 2 strikes, that's good hitting.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and
The batter,
I think his ability to
second
change
baseman,
speeds effectively has been a big reason
Odor.
why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Here's Odor now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Rosario ranging into the outfield, and that's the second out of the inning.
The right fielder,
Boy, he
number
showed
30.
some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Nomar Mazara is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one.
Well, the first two pitches are interesting. Both away from the left-hander. Will he bust him back in and challenge him? It's going to be a good at-bat to watch.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're down 2-0. With Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left-handed side of the batter's box to start things out. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes ball one. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
This guy's feeling good about his game. He's already homered, and now he's sitting there in a 2-0 count. I guarantee he's thinking, I'm going to launch another.
2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Three 3-0 pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Hey, when a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, I like that, taking that strike right there. Look, he's already walked a couple guys early. He's not throwing the ball consistently in the zone. You have to be patient and make him work.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Number 19, Shea Bruce.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jay Bruce. He drew a walk his first time up. Darvish pauses. First pitch on the way. Bruce in the air to right, but that'll hook foul and back up into the seats.